Very good evening, all of you. Hope you all are doing well. Let's start with today's session. Now, today we have to dive into one another important topic, that is join. Very favorite topic in interview perspective. Like in interviews, commonly they will ask you some question related to join. Okay. So now when to use this join clause? When you want to combine records from more than one table, okay, and they are having something in common, okay, they have some common column between them. So there's one table, there's another table, and obviously in one table there is a column which will be a foreign key, and in another table the same column is there which will be the primary key. So that is the common column by which these tables are connected. Correct? So one table is a child table containing foreign key, and it is referring its value from some other table primary key. So based on this column, these two tables are connected. Now what I want is I want to combine the records from one table with another horizontally. I have to take the record from one table, and along with that, I want to combine the record from another, but based on that common column value. Okay, so this way I want to combine records from more than one table. Then we have to go for join. Okay. Now there are different types of joins we will be learning, which MySQL provide, that I'll tell you. But before that, the concept of join, the basic idea you got it. When you want to combine the records from more than one table, and such table which are having some common column. They are having a column which is common between them. And obviously that one column is a foreign key and it is referring its value from other tables primary key. Correct? Example, in the past when we discussed about foreign key, that time we have taken one example, one employee table and a department table. If you remember, I don't know whether you remember or not. Okay, so when to use join clause? As I said, a join clause is used to combine rows from two or more table. Okay, so I want to combine the record from employee table with the record from department table. Like I'm having an employee table and a department table. So I want to combine that employee record with department record based on some common value. So which common value? Department ID in employee table is related with department ID in department table. Okay. So a join clause is used to combine rows from two or more table based on related column. And that is only setting the relationship. That's why we call it as a relational database management. Because here everything is stored in the form of a table and the tables are related to each other based on some column. Okay. As an example, I'm showing. Okay, I'll show you later the demonstration also of each and every type of join. Don't worry. Okay, so a join clause, when to use, I hope you got it. Just take an example. Suppose this is a child table employee with employee ID, the name of the employee, and the department which is assigned to that employee, department ID. And this is another table called department table. Okay, with department IDs and their department name. Right? So if suppose I'm told to print the name of the employee, the ID of the employee, name of the employee, and the name of the department in which that employee is working. Name of the department in which that employee is working. So we have to relate this department number. This department number is related with this department. Then we get that HR. So with this we can combine one Arjun HR. Same way 2 works in 20. So 20 will be related with this 20. So I'll be able to get 2 Balram IT. Third is also working in 10. So this 10 will be also related here. And I'll get 3 Chaitanya HR. Now Damodar is not assigned only any department. Employee is added, but the department is not yet assigned. Okay. So it is not related. And same way, department 30 doesn't have only any employee. You can check 30 finance. So there is no employee only working in 30 department, and there is no department assigned to employee 4. Getting? Okay. So just as an example, I showed you. So this is an employee table and this is department table and how they are related to each other based on department ID. See here. So notice that the department ID column in the employee table, this department ID is referring to the department ID of department table. Okay. So based on that column, they are setting the relationship between employee and department. So employee is related to department based on this column. Whatever value of department ID is there in the department table, that ID is present in the department. Okay. There are some employee, those who have not assigned any department, and there are some department in which no employees are working. Can happen. Okay. So the basic concept of join, you got it. Now we will discuss about what are types of joins. Okay. So basic idea, I hope it is clear. Right, guys? Just give me quick confirmation that first you got the idea that
Yes,
when you
sir.
want to combine the records from more than one table. So this is one example of employee and department. It can be many other like order and the product. So we want to relate that this order is for which product, right or no? So in the order table, there will be product ID from the product table. So we'll be having a product table whose primary key is product ID and orders table is a child table which is containing a product ID and they are connected on that product ID to tell that this order belongs to that product. Suppose this is your order table. So in that order table, there will be one product ID, which is referring that ID is being referred from product ID of which table? Product table. So it will be the master table and this is the slave table or parent table and the child table. Why in order we are keeping product ID? Otherwise, how will come to know na? This order is for which product? So this product is connected with this product. Same way, how will come to know this order is placed by which customer? So there will be one customer table whose primary key is customer ID, right? And that same customer ID will be kept here to tell that, okay, that this order is placed by this customer and this order is for so and so product. Get it? So here also what we will need to do when I want to print the order detail. So in that order detail, I want to print the customer detail also who has placed that order and the product detail also for which product that order is. So that time I have to join these three tables and how they are joined based on the common column between them. So there is a customer ID common between customer and order and there is a common column called product ID between product and order. So, so many other examples like two I enlisted. There can be so many other. Like student take admission for a course, right? So in the enrollment, there will be a course ID, and that enrollment is done by some student. The student ID also will be there in that enrollment. Getting? So it's up to you. Whatever examples you observe, you should be able to identify how the join can be done. Okay. Now, what are different types of joins MySQL support? First is inner join. Their syntaxes also we will learn in detail, don't worry. First, we'll just understand the concept of inner join. Inner join will just give you the common records between both the table. Common records means those which are agreeing the value, they are agreeing that the common column are having the same value. They are having an agreement that their common columns are having same value. Like in this case, inner join will give only these record. 1 Arjun 10, 10 HR, 2 Balram 20, 20 IT, and 3 Chaitanya 10, 10 HR. So inner join will combine the records from left table and the right table. Okay, we are joining a left table with the right table. Okay, but if it is a inner join between this left table and the right table, it will only give those records from both the table which are having their common column value same. Their common column value is same. So here 1 Arjun 10, 10 is related to 10, therefore 10, 10 HR. 2 Balram 20, 20 IT, and 3 Chaitanya 10, 10 HR. This 30 finance won't come because 30 is not related here. And 4 Damodar won't come because null is not related here. Okay. So I hope about left join is clear to you. Left join, not left join, very sorry, inner join. So inner join will combine the record from the left table with the right table. Records of left table will get joined with the right table, but only which records are joined which are having the common column value same. Whichever common column is there between them, their values are same. Okay. Now coming to left join, which is called as the left outer join. Left outer join and right outer join. Some database managements like Oracle or SQL Server, they give full outer join also. In Oracle, in MySQL, it is not provided. It is only having left outer join and right outer join. Okay, so this is left join with right table. So this is the left table, right table, and we are saying which join? Left join. Now, in this case, what will happen is all the records of left will come in the result. All the records of left will be there. Getting? And from right, only those values will come which are agreeing with that column value. Okay. So what is going to come? All the records of left are sure going to come. But from right, which records will come? Those which are having common column value same. So 1 Arjun 10, 10 HR will come. 2 Balram 20, 20 IT will come. 3 Chaitanya 10, 10 HR will come. But 4 Damodar null is also going to come. As I said, now all the records of left are sure going to come. From right, which records? Those which are having common value. Okay, or those which are having a value same between both the column. That is going to come. But the left record, which is not having any matching value, there you will get null for the right columns. For the right, what you'll get? Null. So in the output, what is going to come? 1 Arjun 10, 10 HR, 3 Balram 20, 20 IT, 2 Balram 20, 20 IT, 3 Chaitanya 10, 10 HR, and 4 Damodar null, null, null. Because for Damodar, this department ID is not matching here. So it will have the corresponding right columns null. For right table, the column values will be null. For which record? This corresponding left record. Understanding? Like sometimes if they say like which employees are not assigned with the department. So from this we can find out. Okay. So left join concept is clear. All the records of left are sure going to come. From right, which records will come? those who are having common value. But the record from the left, which is not having corresponding value in the right, there you will get null. Understanding? Clear? And vice versa, the same thing is with right join, left, right join, right table. Now, in this case, you're sure going to get all the records of right. From right, all record. From left, which record? Those which are having common value. But from left, sorry, again, from right, the record which is not having any corresponding value in the left, there you will get null. Getting? So if you are doing right join, see here, you'll get this 1 Arjun 10 10 HR. Okay, this 10 is related here and this 10 is related here. So from the right, we are going to get 1 Arjun 10 10 HR, then 3 Chaitanya 10 10 HR. 20 is related here. So 3 Balram 20 20 IT. And this 30 finance will also come. I told you in the right join, all the records of right are sure going to come. So 30 finance will sure come. But 30 finance is not having corresponding employee here. So for the employee columns, you'll get null, 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 30 finance. Understanding? 1 Arjun 10 10 HR, 2 Balram 20 20 IT, 3 Chaitanya 10 10 HR, and null, 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 30 finance. Because for the department 30, there is no corresponding employee. Getting? But in the result, you will have all the right record. All the records of right are sure. Getting? And then last we have that is cross join. There is one concept called full outer join also, but in some database, MySQL doesn't support. Okay, full outer means common also, then the left also and the right also. But those record from right which don't have corresponding left, null. And those record from left which don't have corresponding in right, null. Correct? So such full outer join concept is also there, but here it is not supported. And last is cross join. It is called as a Cartesian product. If you have studied somewhere in your discrete mathematics set theory, then taking Cartesian product of two set, I don't know whether you remember. Okay, so Cartesian product means what it is going to do? It will do the pairs of each record with each other record. Means all possible pair. 1 Arjun 10 10 HR, 10 20 IT, 10 30 finance, then 20 IT HR, 20 20 IT, 20 30 finance, then again 10 10 HR, 10 20 IT, 10 30, and then null 10 HR, null 20 IT, and null 30 finance. All possible pairs are made. Getting? So always remember, this is going to take too much time. So a common interview question they may ask like, from this, which one is better? Getting? So always better means in short from time point, which is faster. If they ask like, which join is a faster join? So obviously inner join will be faster because it just supposed to take the common values. Getting? Cartesian product is assumed to be the most time consuming and most memory consuming. मेमोरी भी बहुत ज्यादा कंज्यूम करेगा and it will take time also more. Why? Because it is making all possible combinations. Each record is paired with each other record. Correct? So all possible combinations. So for making all the possible combination, the time needed is also more as well as the space needed in the memory to store that all combination will also take more. Correct? And moderate is the left and the right. Left and right are moderate, means they are not uh, as fast and less memory taking like inner join. Okay, so comparative study you should know this. Now we will talk about these joins, then I'll tell you one by one the syntaxes. Then we will see the example also on these joins. First is inner join. Inner join will return only the common record, those which are matching their value in that common column. So return records that have matching value in both the table. Getting, no? So in our case, only which records are matching, this 1010, 2020, and this 1010. Okay. Inner join concept here. Returns records that have matching values in both the table. Left join. Remember, in left join, all the records from the left table you're sure going to get. From the left table, okay, diagrammatic, I'll show you. All the records of left, sure I'll get. Now from right, which records I'll get? Those which are having matching value. But those who don't have from left a matching value in the right, there you will get null. Getting? Those records from the left which are not having matching rows in the right, there you will get null. So those are matching, that is for sure. Okay? And the records from the left but not having corresponding in the right, you will get null over there. Okay? So returns all the records from the left table and the matched records from the right. If no match, nulls are there. Vice versa is the right join. Okay? Right join returns all records from the right table. Every record from the right you are sure going to get. Okay? Now from the left, the matching records. But the record from the right, which is not having matching in the left, there you will get null values for those columns. Getting? So returns all records from the right table and the matched record from the left. If no match, nulls are returned. Like this record in the right is not having any matching here. So you are getting null for those corresponding columns. In which table? Left table. Okay? And as I said, in some database management, full outer is also there. Full outer means all the records from the left not matching here, they will get null. Okay? Those which are having matching, they will sure come. Okay? And the record from the right but not having in left, here you will get null. Like this. That is called full outer. So common, also record from left, but no matching in the right, null. Also record from right, but no matching in left, null. This is full outer. But as I said, that is not supported in MySQL. And then we have cross join. Cross join just simply does Cartesian product. Returns all records from both the tables. Getting all possible combination. Okay. So hope it is clear. There's something called self join also. Self join is a variation of inner only. Means when you are taking a join with itself. Okay, I'll give you that example also, don't worry. Pictorially, you can see inner join. Inner join, only the common records from both the table. Those records which are having common column value. Left join, you'll get all the records from the left and the common records from the right. So those which are common record that you'll get, and every record from the left also. Right, vice versa. So all the records from the right and the common record in both the table. And cross join. All possible combinations of table 1 with table 2. Okay, and as I said, there's concept called self join. So you should remember like that, that when we take a join of a table with itself. Example, I'll tell you. Suppose there is one table, employee, and in employee, there is one employee ID. Okay, and there is one more column called manager ID, which is also an employee ID of some other employee. Who is the manager to it? So in the same table, we are having one column called manager ID, which is referring to the primary key of its own table. You understanding, guys? Normally, what we do, one column is a foreign key, which is referring to some other table's primary. Here it is referring to the primary key of its own. Understanding? Like here, I'm keeping employee one, but name, salary, everything is there, and no one is a manager to one. So here you will have null. Getting? Then we have employee two, three, four. But all these three employees are reporting to one. So here we are keeping one, one, one. With this, what we come to know that these three employees are reporting to employee number one. Getting? So employee number one is a manager for these three employees. Getting? You may have five, six, seven. So all these three are reporting to employee number three. So chances are there that these three employees are reporting to three. So three is a manager of three is an employee also. That three himself is an employee, but he is a manager to these three employees. You understanding? So in this case, what you're understanding that in one table, there is a foreign key, which is referring to its own primary key, own primary key. So in that case, you can take a join of itself as well, employee with employee. Assume this is one employee and we are taking another copy of that employee. Imagine like that. Employee and its own copy only. Understanding? But how you're relating this copy's manager ID with this copy's employee ID. We are relating like this. Understanding or no? This table's manager ID, you're relating with this table's employee ID. Actually, it is in the same table. It is in the same table. Okay, but for visualization, I'm telling, consider this is one employee and its copy is another employee table. So you can see, when we went to employee two, three, four, all three are having whom as a manager, one, one, one. So will they be related here with employee number one? All these three will be related here. Getting or no? Then we have two, then we have three. So here we have five, six, seven. All are having who as a manager? Three, three, three. So all three are related with this employee. Getting? So when you are taking a join of any table with itself, okay, and which type of join? Inner join only. This is also an inner join. Why? Because we are taking only those records which are having common value. They are having the value same between that common column. Okay, your manager ID is equal to your employee ID. So it is an inner join only, but when a join is taken with itself, a table is joined with itself. And which records we are filtering? Those which are having that common value. So ultimately it is an inner join only, but we call it as a self join. Why? Because it is taking a join with itself. Getting to this example, you're understanding, guys? Yes or no? I need confirmation from your side.
Yes, sir.
So when the join is done between itself, when a table is joined to itself, then it is a type of self join. But there is no special syntax for it, guys. Syntax you have to use of inner join only. जो inner join का syntax है, वही syntax आपको use करना है. It is just a concept. Concept is that called as a self join. Concept is there, but syntax you have to use of inner join only. Ultimately, you are achieving inner join only. ठीक है? So sometimes in interview they may ask like, what is self join? Okay, so you have to say that self join means when the table is joined with itself. Best example is employee having a manager ID, but that manager ID is also some employee's ID only. When every an employee is getting a manager ID, but that manager ID is some employee's employee ID only. Okay. So best example is that employee working for some other employee, right? And there is no special syntax for self join. You have to achieve it using inner join. Okay. And some ask like, what is merge join and all? Remember, merge join and all is not a type of join. It is an algorithm internally used by the database management system for performing joins, especially when they are joining on such column whose values are sorted. Sorted. That column's value, whatever that common column value is there between one table and the other table. Getting? Their values are sorted. And for that, they use one special algorithm called merge join. Merge join is an algorithm internally implemented by database management, which MySQL doesn't follow. It is in Postgres, then it is even in Oracle. They follow that algorithm. Getting? There are other algorithms also for joining. Okay, there are many other algorithms. In case of MySQL, they are using that hash algorithm, hashing technique and all internally, yeah, for doing that joins. So that is a type of join. So sometimes if they ask, sorry, type of algorithm which internally database management system uses for performing the joins. Right? But syntactically, there are only four types of join: left join, right join, then you have inner join and cross join. Syntax are for this. Okay, so when you are doing inner join, possible that internally the database management system is using that algorithm. Which algorithm? As I said, like merge join algorithm and all. Get it? Now we will discuss the syntaxes of all these four. Okay, so inner join syntax. Very simple syntax it is having. Like you will write select, then you'll mention the columns. Obviously, these columns will be not from one table. Few will be from one, few will be from another table. Okay, so select columns from. Now, when you read it, you have to read like this: from, and whatever I'm writing, complete is from. Okay, I'll show you. Like, see, from, then table one, inner join, table two. Okay, on some column of table one equal to the same column will be there in table 2. So table 2's that common column, but such that table 1's column is having same value as table 2 column, which is a common column between them. Okay, but please, while reading, here also again English matters. And not only English, it is actually like that. Like when we say select these columns from. So while reading from, just don't say from T1 and then inner join. So many people think that you are fetching value only from, no, from whole this thing. Means this whole thing is going to happen when a T1 is going to get joined with T2 and whatever you get, that is from. So from kisme se lena? From where to take? Not from T1. It is from T1's join with T2. And whatever common you will get, that will act as a from. Means from where to take the records. Records from where to take. किसमें से records लेने हैं? So are we going to take record from T1? No. This whole thing is going to happen first. When T1 is going to join with T2, then filter the records on that common column. Okay, so you will get the records like this. Some from first table, some from second. They have common value. Again, first record, one record from first table, record from second, they have common. So this thing has happened, and now this result will act as a from. Getting? So don't read like that. Huh? While reading, don't do like that. From T1, then inner join T2. How to take pause. Like in English also, no, we have been taught where to take pause. When you learn singing, if you have learned the music and all, some time in your uh, school days, or some maybe doing that now also. Do you know it? They teach you know where to take pause. You know. So here also, don't do like that. Don't say from T1 and then don't take pause. From T1, pause, and then inner. No, it is from this whole thing. Okay, so T1 will be joined with T2, and whatever you get, that is going to act as from. Getting? So filtering will be done from this result, or grouping will be done on this result, whatever. Getting? Columns will be projected from this result. What columns you want to print and you want to send it to the backend, that will be projected from this result. Okay? So I hope you're understanding how it is. Okay? Inner join syntax. Select column names. Few columns can be from one table, few can be from another table. From table 1, inner join table 2. See how I'm saying from table 1, inner join table 2 on table 1 sum column is equal to table 2 sum column. Means there is a common column between both the table. So in inner join, the criteria I told you na, that that common column should have same value. So that you are putting here. Agreed, guys? Yes. Example you can take. See, we already have employee table and a department table. Okay. So what we are doing? We are printing employee name from the employee table and department name from the department table. So one column is coming from one table, another column is coming from another table. How the join is? You're joining employee with department. With join, inner join. And what is the criteria? Department ID of employee is same as department ID of department. Okay? Clear to you? So in our case, can you see Arjun HR? Because Arjun's department ID is 10. So 10 ID name is HR. Balram is 20. 20 ID is IT. And Chaitanya is again 10. And 10 ID is of HR. Only the common values you got. Okay? Give me confirmation. I'll just show you this result here quickly. Okay, what we'll do is we'll create one database. Join demo I'll give. In this database, I'm going to explain about join. We'll create one table, department, with department ID, integer, primary key, and department name, varchar 50 suppose. Okay? Hope this table is clear. One department table. Sorry, I didn't use this database. Use join demo. And now I'll create this. The table is created. We'll add some records. So insert into department values. First, I'll take 10. We have kept HR, IT, finance. So 10 is HR, 20 is IT, and 30 is finance. Okay. Is it 3 records I have added? If you want, you can check those 3 records. Select star from department. Can you see? 3 records are there: 10 HR, 20 IT, 30 finance. Now I'm going to create one table called employee. Okay. With employee ID as integer primary key. Employee name I'll take as varchar 50, suppose, not null. And I'll add one department ID as integer. At this moment, I'm not setting the foreign key and all those things. Okay. While inserting, we will take care that we will give the department ID such that which is present. So employee ID, employee name, and department ID. From this, we'll come to know that that employee is working in which department. So I'm creating this employee table. Okay. Employee table created. We will add some records in it. Insert into employee values. Employee 1, Arjun we have given. And Arjun, we are assigning department number 10 to Balram, department 20. 3, Chaitanya, again 10. And suppose employee number 4, Damodar, but no no department is allocated. So Damodar is not allotted with any department. And department 30, you can see, doesn't have only any employee. Okay, purposely I have taken such values to show you the left join also and the right join also. Okay, I'll execute this. 4 records are added in employee table. If you want, you can check these records. Select star from employee. See, is it showing all the 4 records? 1 Arjun 10, 2 Balram 20, 3 Chaitanya 10, and 4 Damodar null. Now what we'll do is we'll perform inner join. What I'm doing, I'm not mentioning the specific column. I'm writing star. Means in the output, you'll be able to see the columns of left table as well as the columns of right table. Okay, all columns will be able to see. So select star from employee inner join department, getting on employee.did is equal to department.did. Is this query clear? Can anyone tell me? We are going to print all the columns, means 3 columns from employee and 2 columns from department, all 5 columns. Okay. How the records will be fetched from where? From employee inner join department. Remember, for from, only employee is not there. For from, the result of this is there, guys. From will take the records from where? From only employee or join of employee with department? Can anyone tell me? Will it only take the records from employee, or this from is going to fetch the records from where? From the join of employee with department. And the join is on this criteria, that employee's department ID is equal to department's department ID. Okay? You can see the result. Do you get only the common records of both the table? 1 Arjun 10, and then that 10 is related to 10 HR. Again, Balram 2 Balram 10, sorry, 20 IT. and 3 Chaitanya 10, again 10 HR. Now, as I mentioned, star all 5 columns. If you want only employee name and the department name, mention that here. You give that E name, comma, D name. So one column is from one table and the another column is from another table. Agreed, guys? Can you give me quick confirmation? See, if you want, I'll just copy and then I'll mention the column names which I want, like E name, D name. Okay? See, is it printing employee names and their department names? Okay? Yes or no? So before proceeding, please give me confirmation.
Yes, sir.
Sure? Okay. Every time only Ria gives confirmation. What about others?
Yes, yes.
Sure, no? Okay. Moving ahead. Then we'll see the syntax of inner join is clear to you. Left join we will discuss. Now, already I've told you left join all the records of left. Okay. Someone has kept mic unmute only. Just check. Okay. So all the records of what are going to come? Left. From left, all the records. From the right, those which are having common value. Right. So from the left, each and every record you're going to get. From the right, which one? Those who are having common value in that, those who are having that value same in that common column. In that common column, their value is same. So those records you'll get. But the record from the left, which is not having any matching record in the right, those columns will be null in the right. Okay? Like in our case, 1 Arjun 10. So there is a matching value 10 over here. That is 10 HR. Then 2 Balram 20. So we have 20 also matching. 3 Chaitanya 10. So for 10 also we have matching. But 3 Damodar null. So there is no department ID null matching here. Therefore, here the corresponding columns will be null in the right table. Okay. See. So syntax is like this. Exact same syntax, only in place of inner join, you have to write left join. Okay. Select columns. Few will be from one table, few will be from another table. From table 1, left join table 2. Please remember when we say from, so it is not fetching the records from only one table. Actually, for from, this whole thing is there. From के लिए ये पूरा है. Understanding? Means it is going to take the join of that table 1 with table 2. And after join, whatever records you get, that records are made available to from. From wants what records. Okay. So those records are coming from this part. Table 1, left join, table 2. Okay. And again, the criteria you have to get that table 1 column is equal to table 2 column, which is having a common column between them. Okay. If you apply this on our employee and department table, so suppose, for example, you are printing employee name and the department name from employee left join department on this common column. So in this case, all the employees of left table you're sure going to get. Arjun you will sure get. Okay, Balram you will get. Chaitanya you will get. Damodar you will get. Now, is this Arjun having a matching department? Yes, that is HR. Is Balram having a matching department? Yes, that is IT. Is Chaitanya having a matching department? Yes, that is HR. But does Damodar have a matching department? No. So for that column, which column? Department column, you will get a corresponding value as null. Getting clear? See. So you got Arjun HR, Balram IT, Chaitanya HR, but Damodar doesn't have any department ID matching. So for the corresponding department name, you got null. Okay. Quickly, we'll see the left join example as well. See here. I can just copy paste this, and instead of inner join, I'll write left join. See. Can you see all the records of left are sure present? 1 Arjun 10. The 10 is having a matching value there. You got it. 10 HR. Again, Balram for 20, there is a matching value. For Chaitanya, again, 10, there is a matching value. But for Damodar, we don't have matching value. Therefore, the corresponding right columns, the columns of the right table are having null value. If you observe it carefully. Okay? Getting? And then finally, we have right join. Now, right join, vice versa, opposite of left join. In right join, all the records of right are sure going to come. All the records of right. Then from left, which record? Those which are having same value in the common column. Whatever column is common, that common column value is same. Okay. But if any record from the right, which is not having any corresponding common value in the left, for the left columns, you will get null. Okay? See. Syntax. Select column name. Now you know sure some columns are from one table, some are from another table, right? From table 1, right join table 2. Table 1, right join table 2. On which condition? Table 1's column is equal to table 2's column, and that column is common between both of them. Okay? As an example, we will apply the same thing on employee and department. So I'm printing the employee name from employee table. I'm printing department name from the department table. From employee right join department. And again, I'm telling when we say from, so from not this only, from the result of this. So from takes whom? Only single table, or from will take the records of these two joins. From directly एक table नहीं लेगा. First, these both the tables are joined, and then the record of that joins are considered for from. From के लिए क्या consider होगा? Only employee? No. Employee join with department. After joining employee with department, whatever records you get, that are considered for from. And from those records, then we prepare the columns which we want to print. जो column आपको client को भेजना है, that columns we prepare in the select query. Getting? Okay, so from employee, right join department on employees department ID equal to department's department ID. Is it right? Can you see each and every department has come? Now HR was having Arjun also and Chaitanya, so that two matching. IT also was having Balram matching. But finance is not having any matching employee. Therefore, here you are getting null. Okay? Clear? See ya. Now, instead of left, I make this as right join. Check, guys. When I take right join, can you see each and every record of department is there or no? 10 HR, corresponding employee is there. Here also 10 HR, corresponding employee is there. 20 IT, there is a corresponding employee. But for 30 finance, is there any corresponding employee? For 30 finance, there is no corresponding employee. Therefore, the corresponding employee columns are null. Right? Hope the syntax is clear. You can print the selected columns if you want. Don't want to print all, then give the selected columns. Okay? And then comes cross join. Now, in MySQL, they have given a special syntax called cross join. But if you mention like this, select whatever columns you want, all selected, selected. But when you write like this, from table 1 comma table 2, from table 1 comma table 2, it is actually going to take cross join only of both the table. Cartesian, it will take the Cartesian product of table 1 with table 2. Cartesian product of table 1 with table 2. And whatever Cartesian product you get, that is from. Means from के लिए कौन है? For from only table 1? No. Cross join of both. Now in MySQL, they say instead of using comma, you can use the proper English word cross join. Understanding? Okay, but the old SQL style says just putting comma will also make what? Cross join only. By just writing T1, comma T2 is also going to do cross join of both the table. Understanding? And comma is not more clear. Therefore, a proper English word join is used. So cross join. Getting? And then after making that Cartesian product, you get lot of records. So from that also, if you want to filter, then you can add additional where clause. Okay. See syntax. So select column names. Now these columns can be from one table, few can be from another. From, again, while reading, as I said, from table 1 cross join table 2. Don't say like from table 1, then take a pause and then cross join table 2. Don't do like that. Its meaning only is that from table 1's cross join with table 2. These two tables are first joined. And when those two tables are joined, whatever result you get, that is used for form. From uses which records? Not only table 1 or not only table 2. It will take the join of both the table and whatever records you get from the join, that are used for from. Okay? See here. So suppose I am taking from one table name and from another table department name. Cross join of what? From employee cross join department. So when both the tables are cross joined, you'll get all possible pairs. So here we had 4 employees and there are 3 departments. So 4 into 3, 12 records you'll get like this. See, Arjun is paired with HR also, IT also, finance. Balram, HR, IT, finance. Then again, Chaitanya, HR, IT, finance. Damodar, HR, IT, finance. This way. Getting? Okay. See, I'll show you. Select star from employee cross join department. Okay. Directly I'm doing cross join of both the table. So you'll get a Cartesian product. Now, can you see in this Cartesian product, there are 12 records returned. Okay. And suppose I add a criteria like that. I add a condition that department ID of employee and department ID of department is same. So are these other rejects rejected? Is this only this Arjun 1010 HR will remain? The other two will be rejected. 1030 2020 rejected. This one will remain. In the second category, is this record remaining? 2 Balram 2020 IT. In Chaitanya, this will remain. 3 Chaitanya 1010 HR. And in Damodar, nothing because there is nothing common. So if I add one more clause over here, that is where clause for filtering. Employee dot DID equal to department dot DID. Will it do the inner join only? From cross join, are we achieving inner join? Select star from employee cross join department and then filtering condition. From what? Cross join of both. So all possible 12 record. But from that 12 record, I'm filtering which records? Those where employees department ID is equal to department's department ID. Employee department equal to department's department. So here you will get 1010, this 1010, this 2020. Bus. So from the 12, only 3 records will remain. See. The other 9 records are rejected. Why the other 9 records are rejected? Because they are not satisfying that criteria. Which criteria? This ID equal to this ID. Okay?